Hello everybody, and we're back. And you can see we have Daryl's new game set up, All Hallows Eve. He kind of gave us a little bit of a heads up on what to expect, explained lightly the rules, and we're gonna learn with you guys as you watch. I am very excited to try this out. It looks super fun, and I'm blown away at the attention to
looks so
detail
freaking legit.
and the care that you put into this game. I can tell that this is a passion for you, which makes it all the better.
Well, thank you. I absolutely appreciate that. This has been it's my love letter to Halloween and horror movies and sci-fi movies and everything. And just that feeling that you get as a kid walking the streets of Halloween and going, maybe these monsters are real. So you two are taking the place of one of our monsters in the world of All Hallows Eve. You are playing as Cog, our local masked serial killer. Big, brutish. You are playing Noita, the witch, who is looking for, eternal youth. The molds on the monsters are not. Yes. The molds on the monsters are not their complete ones. I have a guy working, so these are just stand-ins. The trick-or-treaters will be what you see here, which are
I
these...
like the bee. He's so cute.
Thank you for mentioning that. Everybody loves the bee.
He's so fat.
To also go and kill him. As monsters, people have gone out of their way to absolutely murder
here's the thing.
them.
He's gonna be the last one I kill.
Well,
Well, that's nice. Remember, you have to wipe all of my trick-or-treaters off.
That's okay.
So that's okay. Maybe that'll be your job.
Yep.
People have thrown their games to murder that one, and I have no idea why. Probably because he is the fat little thing.
He's my favorite, so he's gonna be the last to die.
He has a cult following.
I can't kill cute things, okay?
Well, perfect. I've won this game.
But I will if I have to.
I can't do it, but I will.
So, real quick, the game expands. The more monsters you have, you'll usually have one chaperone playing who is in charge of all of the trick-or-treaters. This is more of a tactician's role, where I have a lot of little pieces and I'm doing things constantly. I don't have as much of a hand to work with, whereas you guys get new cards every turn.
Right. Awesome.
So you guys have these monsters, and they are each unique in their own way. My trick-or-treaters all have little unique abilities, what their kids might do. I say kids, but I mean sentient candy beings.
Right, because
They're
we're
not children. Yeah,
right.
we're not killing
We're not
kids
killing
here.
kids.
Yeah.
That would be unfortunate.
I don't mind often greedy little sentient candy suckers.
Yes,
So.
exactly. Goo-filled. And they get your monsters in the headspace. You know those those cinnamon gummy bears that are kind of thick? Imagine that with goo in it, but this big, and you just take a bite out of it. That's what you guys are really going for.
All
Makes me
right.
think of Gingy from Shrek. The gumdrop buttons.
So, in the world of All Hallows Eve, my goal as the chaperone is to try to get all of my trick-or-treaters to the front door where these little lights are on the streets. I can move one space if I start my turn in the grass, or if I'm on a road, I can move up to 2 squares.
Got
I
it.
cannot move diagonally, neither can you, unless I have one who says otherwise.
Right.
Rules trump, or card rules trump that. You guys' goal is to wipe out all of my trick-or-treaters before my last candy piece is taken.
Got it.
Every time I get a candy piece, I get a candy card, which gives me a different ability. They're usually fairly tough, because I get less of them and I have to work harder to get them. You guys just get to
I
draw
like
them
the
every
bite.
turn. Yeah, thank you. Yes.
Yeah, the bite
I
mark.
thought that was cute.
Jim says Trick-or-Treaters Gusher Edition.
For a brief while, I wanted to have and this might be something down the line where they get a hard candy coating, or they're peanut butter filled does something, or
Yeah, it slows you. Yeah, it gets you harder
That's
to chew.
awesome.
Yeah, that's cool.
Extra
Yeah.
nougat.
extra nougaty. These are tarot size cards. I didn't get to mention anything else yet. I just like it for the flavor.
That's awesome.
As these are face down, if anything refers to it, they are doorbell tokens when they're face down because you have to go and ring the bell. If it's flipped over, it's a candy. I get a card. Otherwise, there are items like bikes, glow-in-the-dark sticks, or toilet paper, which I'll explain if and when they come up. Otherwise, there are the dreaded lights out, which is a turn burner for me. We have done some of the setup here. There's some semantics into that. It's all explaining the rules. It does grow for each monster. You get 2 tiles, 4 trick-or-treaters, and it gets bigger the more monsters you have. So it really can become an immersive world,
Right.
which is why I call it the world of All Hallows Eve.
So there's like no cap on number of total players. Then.
No, you could. I'm working on rules of doing multiple chaperones because after a while it gets silly. I want so badly to run a town event where it's just like a table, like 3 tables length worth of it, and like 20 monsters, and
that would be sick.
just people going nuts. And it's possible. But we're not quite at the rules for multiple chaperones yet, so
Okay,
it's just
fair.
1. As a chaperone, I bookend each round. I start by moving. I'm going to try and move towards all these pieces. Then going left, I think it's left. I don't get to play my own game anymore, which is really sad. So there are some things like, well, you made the game. Don't you know the rules? Yeah, but I made them 2 years ago, and I've been busy having you play it. So I don't remember everything all the time. But I'm doing my best. I will move, so I get to go close. That gives you monsters a turn to see where I am, who's threatening the door, and do something about it.
Got it.
Once you've both gone, any trick-or-treater that's still in front of the door gets to flip the token and see what is there. There is some stuff as it goes on, as I lose trick-or-treaters, where there's a panic level. They've noticed, oh, my buddies aren't here. I stepped in something gushy that looks like rank. Yeah, where then my guys get more scared. They get little additional abilities, and then there's like the survivor girl at the end where it gets like some really fun powers as the last trick-or-treater just mad dashing across to get to Graham's house to get the trick-or-treat. So I will walk you guys through some turns.
Perfect.
You have your hands of 3. If there's any rules or questions, let me know. I've got dice. These are painted if you were to get it. I'm out of copies now. These come unpainted, but they paint really well, so that's fun.
So that Jim was excited about the possibility of painting them. So
They're fun because you can do the stark contrast, like you can like really muddy up the monsters and make them horrific, and then just these bright, cheery little kids. I've got an added bonus of splatter tokens, which do nothing except mark where a trick-or-treater has gotten slain, and they're just fun. I don't have any with me right now, but
That's cool.
So we will do a quick demo round, and then.
All right.
So I first start. I am not 1,000% sure there is a placement marker where the trick-or-treaters have to start 3 squares away from the house. Good rule of thumb is typically behind a house is always a safe spot. So I just did that to be quick about it. So we will see. So I move. Any of my trick-or-treaters in the grass square can move 1 square. I typically going to move away. My explorer, this token may move diagonally on grass squares and cannot move diagonally onto road squares. So I can cut between houses. Boop. Start moving. I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place there. Chubby's gonna go that way. You're gonna go, and you're gonna go. So I've moved all of my characters. There would be spots where I could start on the road, but again, we did this quick. So now I'm done. You are up first.
All right.
So again, so they know you have a movement speed and health on your card. It's a movement pool, so you can start off by staying still if you have range cards. Move after, it's a may, you don't have to. You can move 1, do some stuff, move another. The same with your cards. You don't have to burn them all at one time, or you can keep them in your hand.
Right. All right. So I think I want to try to move and get in range of one of these kids, right? Or these,
sentient
candy beings. I'm
Yes.
going after these
Sour
candy
Patch
beings.
Kids.
Yeah. First they're sour, next they're dead.
So this could help me move extra, right? I
Yes.
can damage my monster.
Yes. I will get you a damage token quick while we were doing that.
Perfect.
Yep, so you, Cog, each monster has an X factor. And X is stopped at 5, but you, the more trick-or-treaters you have, get more powerful with your X cards. You, the more damage you have on your character, the stronger you get.
Got it.
Because you're fueled by blood. Mischief does the more candy pieces of the chaperone has.
So now I have an extra speed,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I got 3 speeds. Does that mean I can move 3 squares?
You can move 3 squares.
Got it. So
Don't get him,
he's
Jeremy.
he's the biggest threat, but I want to kill B.
If you want to go
Why
for
do
B
you wanna
right
kill
away,
B?
just get it done. You got it, buddy.
I'm gonna come after you if you kill me first.
That explorer is he can't move diagonally onto the road. but
No, he
he's-
can't. So
right.
he'll be slowed down next.
That's true.
And he has to get to one of these 2 spaces to do anything, which won't be by the end of this turn.
Got it.
The sooner you start wiping kids out, the better for you.
Got it. Oof.
The worse for me.
And right, I can't move diagonally, but I can do. Let's see here. Oh, B is on the run. All right, I'm gonna go for B. So 1,
Bees on
2,
the run.
3. Okay, so now I'm a square away. Can I attack this turn?
Yes, you may.
All right, so I have a light attack. Do I have to have an attack card to attack?
Yes, you do.
Got it, okay.
Well, yes and no. So if you don't have any attack cards in your hand, there are 2 options. You can discard 2 cards
Okay,
to do a range 1 melee.
got it.
D6 minus 1. So at the top you could get was 5. Because remember, I don't think I explained this to our viewers. On our cards, the trick-or-treaters have a defense value that you need to meet or beat to get them. If you
it's
do,
like a DC, okay.
yes, yep, it's a DC, exactly. So you could discard 2 cards to do that, which is actually what this card does anyways. Or you could do a ranged 1d4 attack, and I think it's up to range 2. It's in the rules, but that's in case you don't have an option
Got it.
to attack. But yes, so you do. So you roll your d6.
Okay. All right, here we go. 3.
Okay, so 3 on
That's
the
a
B.
sick-looking die, by the way.
Yes,
Yeah, it is.
those are not the one. Those are my personal. Like I spent good money to get those Halloween dice. I'll be honest with you. If I could
Cool.
afford to give them to everybody, I would.
Look at that. That's so cool.
If there's a way I can send a link to you to send people to the person who made these, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, for
because
sure.
they are wonderful for this. They'd be a great little add-on to games. That's where my money goes. I get a game and then I get all the fun accessories. Like this dice matches. So my B is 4.
4. Yep, I rolled a 3.
So since you missed, my monster miss activates. I can move this token 1 square in any direction. And believe it or not, I'm going to move them
Got it.
a bit closer to the house.
Way to go, B. I'm
Yep.
just kidding.
You're
Whose side are you on?
He's not
side
the
are you
last
on?
one to die. He needs all the special powers.
All right. Well, we're good. I'm gonna save this one.
You're saying that? Okay,
Yep.
so your turn's over. You can draw your 2 cards.
All right.
We're set.
Okay.
Turn moves to you.
All right, so I'm just gonna move 2. I don't think I can play any of my cards. At least none of my cards are effective right now.
Maybe not right now. You can
So-
discard up to 2 cards at the end of your turn if you want to cycle through.
Okay.
Just to
Get rid of stale.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
So I'm just gonna move my 2.
Yep. The very beginning of the game is very, like, you might be close enough to do things. It's
Right.
a bit more on my edge with board strategy, and I get that, and it evolves as the game plays.
Well, it's kind of like Dominion. Dominion,
Yeah.
it takes a while to build up to what you're actually gonna do.
You're going to get some slaughter, I might get some candy, and then as it goes, you really get to feel it. So, now you've moved, you're not doing anything else. At the end of the round, if I had any trick-or-treaters in front of the door, I'd flip the token and see.
Right.
They can choose to stay inside of the house for 1 round. Talk with grandma or auntie or whoever they are. They are safe from attack there. They
Got it.
must move out the next turn. So you have to weigh that. Is it worth them not moving a turn, but to stay safe? Also, awareness dice, which I'll get into a little bit later, tick down at this point, and that is round 1. Did it seem overly complicated?
No.
No.
Nope.
It's fairly simple. Like I said to you guys maybe in a live, there's a bit of silver shock when you're looking at the book and perhaps even the setup, but honestly, the game itself is very straightforward, and most of the stuff in there is to stop people from doing shenanigans.
Yeah, no, the setup was easy. I like you can have different boards. It kind of reminds me of like Catan in that way. I think you can set up differently every time, which is cool.
And I really value different gameplay. That's why Zombies by Twilight Creations it was so pivotal for me because it was this world that was different every single time. I never knew what was going to happen or what
Right.
the board would look like. We put it as a square for ease of access, but this could be a Z.
Right.
You know, we could do an
that
entire.
replayability value is humongous, and I think that makes it that variable alone is awesome.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. It is very purposeful and ingrained in this because I want replayability, and every time it's a different story. It's playing out a horror movie. Who's
Right.
going to survive? Who's going to get it? How are they going to get got? It's different every time.
How you go get got?
How you gonna get got? All right. So that's end of round 1. So I bookend. So I start again by moving. Now this is where things start getting a little hairy for you guys because I'm starting to get into better positions. Again, I hope I did everything fine. Displacement. All right. That should be all of them moved.
Perfect.
So now
I get to go again.
you get your chance. So I currently have 1 threatening getting something.
Right.
Take out Pinky.
Wow, I can't reach Pinky. Or I can attack diagonally?
You can attack diagonally.
I can
yes.
attack diagonally.
Yep.
Okay.
She's not through a building, so line of sight. Fly on Noita, may I borrow this?
Yes.
Fly on Noita is a mechanic that we're hopefully still working and implementing. It's a movement rule. Noita, since she has a broom, can fly around, and she ignores line of sight issues. The only thing, even though there's bushes and trees and stuff, that's all fun. The only thing that causes blocking is a house itself. So you would measure from the circle to the center of the square, and if there's not a house in the way, you can make the shot. If not, then you
Take the shot.
You can't use that card. Take the shot.
All right. So I move my 2.
Yep.
I'm going to try to attack diagonal. I have this wrench smash, and that has a range of 1.
Mm-hmm.
And then this 1d6 plus 2.
Yep. So you roll your d6. You add 2 to the result. That's not good for me.
What's
So that's
the
a
pumpkin?
6. Pumpkin's
Yes!
a 6. So you absolutely just brained the pink hero.
Oh, right.
The hero's abilities.
She tastes like cotton candy.
The hero's abilities, you get to keep that.
Okay.
Are the more they are closer, the stronger they are.
Should I be cheering for him?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if it
You guys are on a
mattered.
team, basically.
You are,
Yeah.
but
Alright, alright.
here's a little
He's-
fun thing I didn't want to tell you till you got in a little bit. Even though it's not the point of the game, monsters may attack each other.
Oh.
When a monster
I know where you sleep at night.
takes
Yeah.
somebody out, they get one of their trick-or-treaters, and they lose their other trick-or-treaters rounded down.
Oh.
So if you're way behind, you might want to take one of the other monsters out.
I'm watching you.
Okay.
She's a...
I won't go over the rules right now.
Right.
But if you're like, if one of you gives me the secret elbow,
You're like,
Ah.
I'll be like, hey, I think you have to pee for 5 minutes.
Right.
And then I'll explain to you how to backstab your fellow monster.
Now let me ask you
Solid.
this: Can I attack more than once if I have another attack
Yes,
card?
you absolutely may.
All right. So I have another
Oh, poor
wrench
bee.
smash.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for B again.
No.
Here. So now I killed the pink hero,
Mhm.
and now I'm going for B. Here we go. A 2 plus a 2 is a 4.
4. The B is a 4, so meet or beat, you killed it.
Yes, meet or beat. So because I rolled a 4. And
what
that was
happened
a
to
4.
Ty goes to the runner?
Yeah, well,
Yeah, well, not in this game. Life's not fair.
These
Have you
figs-
seen
Okay.
It's not-
I want to see B. Let me see B.
These
He's so
figs are
cute.
incredible.
I'm just
They're
gonna steal him,
absolutely
stick him in my
incredible.
pocket, and he's coming home with me.
Thank
You're
you.
gonna hold
I-
him
Oh,
Top
he's
down.
so stinking cute. Ooh.
Ooh, I like that. I'm so.
And look
That
at his
is
tiny
pretty
little
dangerous.
baby
So I can
wings.
draw up.
Look at his little
That's that
wings.
easy. And it's
Yep.
Kara's turn. So
He's
these
so
can go pretty
freaking
quick.
cute.
can.
My
yeah,
gosh.
Gabe is calling it. There's going to be a monster on monster murder in a few minutes.
Gabe, who's gonna win?
Gabe.
Well, Jeremy's doing great right now. You can hold it. It's got the autofocus on.
Yeah,
so-
let me see what you
I
got.
know, where-
Oh,
Oh,
good.
Kara,
I
get
know
out
what
of
that
there.
card does 'cause I
Kara,
made
get
it.
out of there.
Is that a kill a monster card? What is that?
Well, you
No
know,
such card exists,
if
Kara. Don't worry
monsters
about
start
it.
to tick you off.
So since we're talking about it, even though it's probably not going to happen, monsters' defense is their health.
Got
So
it.
right now you have 1 damage, so your health is
Right.
4. If you
He
hit,
still has more health than
yep,
me.
you would roll to hit a monster. You're supposed to be sneaking like in the bushes and like sniping from a ways. You're in the book depository, and Kennedy's down there.
Yeah.
Wait, is that a good example? Yeah. Anyways,
Oh, wait, you could attack diagonally, right?
yeah.
How many spaces would he be away?
So, 1, 2, 3. So you're 3 spaces
3?
away. Yep.
So I could do this.
Yeah, dude. Awesome.
Kara needs this dice.
What's the name of your attack, Kara?
Curse.
Curse.
I'm gonna
Dang,
curse that
that's
little
severe.
sucker.
So what's his? Okay, you're going for what's his name? He's the
mask kid.
mask kid.
Oh, of
my
course.
goodness. So
Come
he's a
on,
6.
baby. Big money. Big
He doesn't
money.
have a standard ability, but if you miss, he gets Charlie Brown's favorite thing, and he throws
A
a rock at you.
Nice.
What a
You got it.
loser. Come
No,
on,
he's
baby.
super cool. He's edgy.
6.
That's
2.
a 2.
No, that's a 6. I don't know what you guys are talking about. What's, wait, what's oh, the pumpkin's
pumpkin
a
is a
6.
6.
Oh,
Yeah, you try-
okay. Now
So-
that you need more suggestions, we should have a monster that can cheat and just like re-roll a die once a
Oh,
turn. or
that'd be
something.
pretty gnarly. I dig those things. So you get a damage.
I'm sorry, Noita.
That's okay.
I did
How do these damage counters out? We
So
have
if
to
she,
use them
if
last
she
time.
does
You guys-
die, what happens?
So you lose, and I'll get the specifics
Okay.
if and when that happens, but you lose your trick-or-treaters rounded down.
Wait, did you say if and when?
If or when.
I heard end the first time.
We can play back the tape.
Boy, it's getting late, folks. That's All Hallows Eve.
Oh, wait, I get
Brad says that someone still believes Oswald did it, I see. Your Kennedy reference did not go unnoticed.
Ooh, Kara.
My thing is, it was one of his guardsmen in
So,
the motorcade behind
Chris.
him. When the shot went off, he went, hands down, look it up. It's what
Okay.
happened.
Wait.
Oh,
You guys
we're
show
showing
it.
cards
Okay,
now.
yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
are you done with your movement and everything?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So all of my trick-or-treaters that were in front of the building, gone. So,
Did you redraw up?
Yeah.
yep. So
Did you want to discard?
I'm gonna, hold on.
Okay. All right.
I'm
Alright.
gonna.
I'm gonna. So
And what's
it's-
my attack distance just as, oh, it depends on the card.
It'll depend on the card.
Yeah.
Originally, they had it on there, and it just became a nightmare. It
for
having
the trick-or-treaters?
for
Oh.
the monster player, because you're like, man, this would be a really cool move to do, but like I didn't want to give somebody like a range 5 attack permanently and just like swap the board.
Yeah.
So
Actually, can I exchange one card?
yeah, you can drop one down and then you'll draw a new one. I'm gonna
that-
move while
okay.
you're doing that.
So I'm gonna, I don't know.
It does make more sense to have it on the attack card itself. That
Yeah.
just cleans it all up.
Well, like I used a wrench smash, which is a range of 1, or a chain whip, which was a range of 2 to 3. So that's cool. That it's associated with the attack.
Chain whip, that's so bad.
And he pulls them in and smash.
Yes.
I have these as a visual, anyways. So I have moved. I have two trick-or-treaters way over here now that y'all got to try and deal with.
Right.
Or you can sweep up over there, but
I'm gonna leave those to Kara. I'm going south. I
Okay.
want Mr. Explorer gone. I don't like he can move diagonally. So he's gonna get some candy.
Yes. So your character cog is based all off just big, heavy hits. Like
Yes.
there are combos, but you are just this heavy hitter. You have lighter attacks, but they're sneakier. You can do more stuff with them around a range, so you can keep yourself safe because you're a little bit more fragile. But once she starts cooking, once that big cauldron gets going,
And I get my candy soup going.
what's for dinner? Death.
You moved, right?
Yep, I moved.
And so they just got to this spot.
They just
so
got
they
there,
would
so
get the
you-
candy
At the end of the
next
turn.
Yep, so you get a
All
chance
right.
to react.
So I'm just gonna go 2, and then that is it. I am gonna keep my cards still, so I'm
Okay.
good there. So that would be it. That'd be my turn.
And see, so this gives me a little bit of a chance where, like, you guys wrecked house the first couple of
Right,
rounds.
yep.
That happens. And now, like, I've been able to position some of my other guys, because, again, the chaperone, which you need one of all the time, is board tactician. They get to really get their troops out and figure out that, and there's a lot going on. It's a super, super fun role for a lot of people. And if not, there's monsters for you.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Both seem really fun. Like, I'm kind of sitting here like, man, I wish I was playing.
Flippin', I think I know how to remember how to run that.
You just push buttons, that's all I do.
That's all, yeah. Hit the screen.
So,
A needle
am I
pulling thread?
considered adjacent to a house right now?
You are considered adjacent to a house.
So I'm
Crap.
gonna do this.
I knew it.
I'm just gonna kind of creep myself a little centralized here.
Nice.
Because my attacks are distance, so that would be a nice clean two
Yes,
distance.
because again, you have fly. You
And
have
I am-
no reason. This is again the first time we're playing this is live, and it terrifies me.
Okay, so I'm just gonna
But
like
I think it's worthwhile.
I'm just gonna move myself central, so kind of scare the kids a little bit. You know, be a little witchy witch up here, be like, you know. So yep. All right.
Oh my
cool.
Are you gonna
Goodness.
attack?
I can't.
She also is looking probably and sees that those are my big boys.
Got it.
So I'm done. I
Okay.
don't have attacks.
All right, so now we get to see what I can do. So I have trick-or-treater in front of a door. I flip it. Ooh, toilet paper.
Solid.
So this kid's throwing toilet paper on this house. The neighbors are
Oh.
pissed. They are spending the rest of the night outside cleaning toilet paper off. This,
Nice.
all the adjacent squares become a permanent awareness zone.
Got it.
So an awareness
Oh.
zone is a one of them screams. Somebody yells. They hear noises. The neighbors look out and they're checking what's that noise. They're very alert. Monsters, if a trick-or-treater is inside of that square, a monster who is also in there can't attack the trick-or-treater. If they're in that zone at the end of the turn, they take a damage. But just like in the real world, people stop caring. At the end of the round, they tick down and it slowly disappears. So they're
Oh,
only
shit.
there for a little bit. The nice thing about the toilet paper, though, they're out there all night cleaning that up. It's localized, so it's only here, but now I have this permanent little safe spot I can go to.
Got it.
Ranged attacks can target into those. So
Got
there's
it.
things that can drag them out,
Right.
what have
That's
you.
right. I picked
Cool.
Noita for a reason.
You just can't do things while they are
Ain't no
in it.
sucker safe
Got
for
it.
me.
If you are in it as a monster. So I got that. That's okay. So as a monster, this would be one of those things like, yes, you would have wanted maybe to put this out over here because then it protects me in a small area, but I've got a lot to do.
Jeremy, you need to go after these fools because they're the big ones.
Let's see. And I get a candy piece. So I'm one piece closer to winning. You don't have to put it on, but I like to put it on the guy who got it. For now, I draw my candy card, which is candy corn. At the beginning of the... Oh, I won't tell you what it does.
Oh, okay.
I can play 2 around if I get them. They're very hard for me to get, but I will save that.
Got it.
And I can use that when I want to. Maybe I want to go.
So I might have missed this. How many candy pieces do you need to collect to win?
I need to collect, so as it grows, it starts off with 4. So it's 1 candy piece per trick-or-treater that's in play at the beginning of the game.
Okay.
So for each monster, there's 4 trick-or-treaters, thus 4 candy pieces.
Okay.
As it goes, there's more. So I start losing some of that momentum because now I have less kids to collect more candy because I'm down 2.
Yeah, so you have 6 kids, but you still need to get to your 8 pieces.
Correct.
Okay.
And not all of
Interesting.
these are candy. Some are lights out, some are items. So even though items are good, like to end the game for a win for me, I need to have 1 trick-or-treater remaining at least and have collected all the candy pieces.
Oof.
The monster at the end with the most trick-or-treaters wins if you
Okay.
completely wipe the board. So,
Man, that's so cool.
thank you. All right, so I got that. I'm not going to stay in the house this turn. I will let you know, so it's not a feel bad. The heroes, +1 to their current defense value for every other hero card within 2 squares of this token. This ability may stack. So they are 3 to start with. That makes these 2 are within 2. So these are both, or that's a 4. That's a 4, but since he's between both of them, he's currently a 5 defense. When these heroes get together, they get stronger.
Got
Losers.
Yeah.
Interesting.
A lot as you pick and peel them off. Maybe you're someone who can smash 1 or 2
Yeah,
of them.
Yep.
Jeremy.
Or, like with the pink hero, you get rid of it right away. It's not as much of a problem.
Right.
But on my end, I want to keep these guys close because, well, that's what they do. So I think that's it for the start of the end of the round, the start of the round. Had I moved?
You.
Oh, I got my stuff.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the end of the round, damage to be dealt if you're in an awareness zone. Awareness zones drop. We move. So now I'm on road squares. Now things are going to start getting scary for you guys because I'm going to be hopefully getting a
Getting
lot.
candy. Yeah.
But there's a chance.
Okay,
We'll
I'm
see.
going. He's gonna be running away from me.
Yeah.
No, he is. He's gonna be running away. So
And remember right now too, if you end in any of these squares adjacent to that house,
Right.
you will take a
I
damage,
will take
which
damage.
for Cog
is not a bad thing.
might not be a bad thing.
All right.
So you played a card earlier that gave you extra movement. Is it just for that turn, or is that permanent?
That was just for that turn.
Okay, I was curious.
Okay. And then because I'm gonna not worry about attacking Kara, I'm gonna discard 1 to draw another 1.
Okay.
All right.
Okay,
And
so
then that's my turn.
these are considered tiles, right?
Yep. So there's map or board, which is the entire thing, tiles, which are a 7x7 grid, and then squares of different types.
So I'm going to do a little bit of this action.
Okay.
Be in that tile.
Oh boy.
And then I'm going to play this. Because I don't like how powerful your little turds are.
Look at you using strategy.
Oh, can you hold that card up so I can read it?
Is that right? Yeah.
I'm gonna show the picture because they're cute.
Sorry, my
Pull it
arm is
down a
really
little bit.
wiggly.
Okay, cool. That's awesome.
And then, there's a picture.
That is really
That's so cute.
Yeah.
They're a
Anyway.
ton of fun to draw. I don't like sharing my artwork. I was very worried about even doing it, but I kind of needed to just for getting the game made. I needed some art
Yeah.
on the cards, so I said, screw it. I'm gonna get out of my comfort zone and do it. But it was a lot of fun.
That's
so
awesome.
Not perfect, but it's there right now.
Hey, done is better than perfect.
Done is
right?
better than perfect, right? Hit that deadline. So, that's all you're doing? You got more in you than that.
Well, I don't have anything else that actually works.
You could
so.
discard 2
I know,
cards to
I
do.
just I
I
want
would-
to keep this one.
Okay, that's up to
Just
you.
discard
I
one. We
like
need
this
to
one,
attack.
so I'm gonna discard that one. I do need attacks.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right. So, end of the round. Let's see what
Brad
I
is
get.
critiquing. So when you're holding the card up, turn it 180 degrees so it reads top to bottom.
Oh, like
Well, no. So like if you put the bottom edge towards me.
ah.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
Brad.
There you go. There you go, Brad.
Wait, read. What did it say, Brad?
Oh, you're gonna find out. Let's see what I get.
Oh yes.
Ooh, piece of candy.
Nice.
Ooh, piece of candy.
Oh, you guys are in trouble now.
Ooh,
So I'm gonna draw my
candy.
Oh, some more candy. Oh, look at all my good candies I got.
He's
Yay.
being selfish and not sharing.
I'm not sharing. And then, holy cats, I got a lot. Oh, I'm gonna roll.
This game is rigged. That's
No, no.
No, I mean, it's, and that's lights out. So that means nothing happens. That's just a dead one, but that was a stellar turn for me.
Yeah, you got a lot of work in on that turn.
You bet. So, that
don't
would
like this.
end the round, beginning of the round. I am going to
Don't hurt me.
use my sucker. I roll a d4 and I can move one
Nice.
trick to 2.
So bonus move. That's sweet.
Yeah. So I'm going to start by
Wait, what is
using-
it? What? Can you do
beginning of the round, roll 1d4, move one trick-or-treater up to the result of that roll. So, can cook it. It's a 2. I'm going to... I want you back by your friends, but I don't know if that's good.
So Kara, you know where you put your couple tokens.
1, 2.
So you know eventually where he's going to have to go to get the last remaining. So you can do some angel guarding around some of the houses and stop the kids from going there.
And then on this one, I'm going to use candy corn. So now I've used my 2 for the turn. This adds 1 to the defense value. Oh, and
Ooh,
this,
nice.
actually, both this and turn away. This card, I had to change for the boxes people are getting because both of those are copywritten. I can't use candy corn, so it's candy kernel. And then I can't use jawbreaker, it's jaw buster, I think. Is
Oh
what I,
yeah, because they're actual. Yeah.
right, it's a
Trademark.
Kleenex situation. What else do you call a candy corn?
Yeah.
So anyways,
so actually, real quick, just a
yes.
quick pause. Who here likes candy corn?
I don't mind it.
I don't mind
It's
it.
seasonal. I
It's-
only take a couple if I see them.
love candy corn. It's one of my
No.
absolute favorites.
I eat it because of Halloween. I don't dislike it, but the candy corn that comes with the peanuts in it, that's it. That is
Yeah.
what candy corn was intended to be.
Oh.
Oh,
It's like
yeah.
a mix with peanuts. Oh,
That's-
so
I heard they just came out with like a blackberry cobbler candy corn.
I saw that.
Brad, don't you be texting something. Don't be looking at your phones.
Wait, wait, what?
To give us
What's
some
going on?
strat.
Oh, I think there's a little bit of a lag in the thing because he just showed the card, the candy corn.
Oh.
Got it.
So,
he's trying to give you the hacks. For shame.
yeah. So
Brad, we like you.
candy corn is gonna go on the dark hero, so he is currently a 4. Since these two are by each other, they are both also 4s. But I'm gonna move things now because that was just all my fun stuff I got to do beforehand. So they're gonna move their 2. Oh man, he wants that candy though, so I'm gonna keep him away.
Does he?
Brad's like, Mwah.
All right, I'm threatening some stuff.
Okay, we're ready for this. I was built for this.
You were built for this.
You going for that candy will be that kid's undoing.
Oh, good. I love
That
when you
turd's
say-
undoing. Okay, so
Vampire
it's my
is
turn,
going
right?
To
Vampire,
die.
yes.
Okay, so
Excellent.
let's see. All right, it's my speed is 2, but do I have? Let's see. How can I do this?
Just move 2.
It's obvious.
Duh. Take him out.
Brad says, don't let him play Banker and Monopoly.
Yeah.
All right, so I have an attack that can do a range 3 attack, and so if I move like here, would this be 1, 2? Is that range
It
3?
is.
You can clip the
But
corner.
you would be clipping the corner.
clipping
of
the
that
corner, and then it's 2 to 3. So if I only move 2,
building. You would be too close. To
I
it.
would be too close to use it.
Oh, they have to be that distance away. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, the
be
minimum cap.
Mm-hmm.
You'd have, yeah. So,
It's like if I had a big chain in my hand and I just be like you'd be like, that was rude of you, but
Yeah.
I'm not dead. But if I
you
get that
tore my
nice
costume!
crack on it,
So with that tree there, just for clarity's sake, can he move through that tree or no?
Yep, everything else is just aesthetics.
Cog just rips that tree down. You kidding me? Just like,
Yeah. Cog makes log.
And I'm not able to attack point blank without a card, right?
Right.
'Kay.
Unless you discard 2 to do it.
So I'm gonna. Oh wait, I can discard 2.
You
to do
can
it?
discard 2 of your cards to do 1d6 minus 1. So 5 would be the max.
Perfect.
Which is
What's
the
his-
vampire's main thing.
Got it. Okay.
You're
So
gonna.
I'm gonna discard 2.
Okay, he has no monster miss, so that's good.
Okay.
So roll a d6.
Okay. So we're gonna roll a d6.
come on,
Minus
Jeremy.
1.
So he.
You have
okay.
to roll a 6.
Okay. Now, well, we'll see. Here we go. Okay. Now hold on.
4. Okay.
I can re-roll if I miss. Is that correct?
Ooh, yes.
So I get another crack at him anyways. I'm desperate to
on,
save this
Jeremy.
candy here, this
Come on.
hot tile from being flipped.
You got this.
Because I placed it.
Take him out.
Oh, man!
Well, now Daryl knows exactly what it.
Oh, 1! That's the opposite of a 6.
That is the opposite, and the fun thing about
Lame.
the vampire is that if you attack him, because vampires are so tough and sparkly, that you have to re-roll if you hit him the first
Anyways,
time.
so I had to roll double 6s.
Yeah, you have to.
Oh, man, I would have had to
boy.
roll 2.
Because they're hard to kill.
Right.
But he has no monster miss, because otherwise that would be a mean
Yeah,
thing
that
to
would be
do.
crazy OP.
All right.
I will say, just for like placement rules, this may be going a bit more in the trick-or-treater's favor just because I didn't have my placer to do it and we set it up quick. But this, it still
That's
could be
all right.
anyone's game. You
That's
guys
all right.
can still absolutely catch up.
I'm coming for you.
But with all that said, your
My
turn.
So I'm gonna move my 2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then I've got my nice little candy trail again.
Ah, farts.
Mr. Blackie's coming this way.
Okay.
And then I'm going to do. Oh, I mean, it doesn't add anything, but it's still an attack.
Yes. So
Can we see your attack card, Kara?
Can I kill him with that? Like, is that enough?
You would be, well, you'd have to hit a 4, so you roll a d4. So it's Feed the Cauldron. It's one of the X attacks. The more trick-or-treaters she has in her collection,
Oh,
the stronger
man.
she gets.
Yeah.
Shit, that would have been good if she was me
Yeah.
right now.
Mhm.
Oh,
All right, come on. I need a little good luck
That's
here.
a cool
I need
mechanic.
a little good luck here. Come on, baby.
That's a really cool mechanic.
Yeah!
And what sucks is he had the candy kernel on him, so it was a 4 to hit.
That's how it's done, son.
Dang.
Put on that victory belt.
So, Kara, we need to protect the candy at this point. That's the
All
most
right,
important
sorry.
thing.
Cool. I'm just stoked right now.
What an epic roll. That's awesome.
Now we're gonna talk a little PSA about child abuse.
They're candy, okay?
All right, come on in. We got him, guys. The sting is over. The long con for the long.
I'm not even gonna enjoy this one. It's black licorice.
Yeah, you won't. See, perfect. There you go.
Jeremy,
All right.
I'll trade you your bumble.
So that's what's so cool is she that attack would do more next time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yep.
I fed the cauldron.
Yes, you did. I used to be kids in the cauldron, and because of my semantics, I wanted to make sure kids were removed.
Candy in the cauldron.
Okay, so
Sorry, that was a very loud outburst on my part, but I mean, just like,
Hey, that means you're enjoying the game.
yeah, I'm fine with loud outbursts. I don't get to be loud at home, so
I
this is
know.
great. I'm not going to do it and blow out your audio, but I love yelling.
I already blew out our audio. The poor
Oh.
kid's like, what's going on out there?
Yeah. What did mommy do to that child?
I'm gonna
I'm
stay here
still
forever.
saying he might be enjoying the fact that he might get some candy here, but he's not going to make it out alive. Vampire
All right.
Kid is done for.
But this could be a lights out.
yeah.
It certainly could be. There's 3 of them on the board, so the odds are in your favor now because I collected half of what I need. Ain't good. So let's wrap her up. But you know what? Sucks to suck.
I placed it there. I
You
knew
did?
it was candy.
You knew it was candy. You're like, you son of you so and so. That was the lights out. You have nothing. Oh, that was a candy there.
You gotta take that
Perfect.
one.
I was gonna say, I knew there was one more. Piece of candy.
Yeah, it's getting
Good
to crunch time
Lord,
here.
this is just no bueno. I'm just saying.
Ooh.
What's it say?
It's really mean, and I don't know if I want to be mean. Yeah, I want to be mean. right.
Do you want to get invited back or not?
And this is why we eat the candy children.
I just lost all my cards on the table. I'm not going to take the time to pick those. Sure is nice being with you, fellas. So, anyways.
Oh my goodness.
So, end round. I'm not keeping any kids in the houses. There's nothing else to move down. No one's going to get hurt, so...
Gwen is saying, do it, Daryl. Do it.
All right.
Don't encourage him.
First off,
No.
Taffy. Choose one monster at the beginning of the round. It may not move or be moved the round this card has.
Oh man,
place.
it's like stuck in the glue.
Stuck in that sticky taffy. Grandma's yum-yums. But now, mind you though, like you're like, oh man, he's like kicking her butt with these cards. I can only use 2.
Right.
And I only get 8 through the entire, 7 technically, throughout this entire play to use. So I'm down to 3. I have to know when to use these.
Yeah, that's where the strategy starts coming in.
Right. There's also the panic level, which we might be getting into shortly here when I lose certain amounts of trick-or-treaters. Yep.
Look at that, man. That looks so good.
You want to see a little bit of that? Manual
I'll take a peek
action.
at your card. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. This is fine. Stolen from work printer quality paper.
Hey, reacquired from where?
Reacquired from work, and we'll be going through for the other ones. Let me just find. So the trick-or-treater panic level, I will just set this up briefly while I'm doing this. So what, I don't know if you boys and girls are going to be able to read that, but basically I'll Star Wars it.
You're going the wrong way.
Shoot, okay. So, as it goes, I get more and more stuff as I have less and less trick-or-treaters to give me a little bit of health and edge.
Okay.
But the trick-or-treaters are very difficult to make because it does not take much to really, really overpower these little tykes.
They're so
and
delicious.
The monsters work pretty good. I had to just fine-tune these because I didn't want the chaperone just to be an engine for the game.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, it's no fun to just be like, I get to play the game for you guys.
Right.
Yeah.
But not to make these little turds too strong. I can't do that. But I can do
Which monster did you pick to not move?
you,
Sir.
Of
because here's the
course.
thing. I know Snipey McGee over here can shoot me halfway across the board if she wants to. So
Right.
even if I stick her down, ain't gonna do me any good. I'm playing to win, baby. I'm going to strap on. You guys know Candy Kernel already. It ups the value of one of my heroes. So currently being by him, the green hero is a 5 defense for this round.
Okay.
The blue is a 4. All right. That's that. I'm going to move my guys. Because, see, now I have to start coming. One of the reasons why monsters, besides, like, oh, they work in the dark, they work in the shadows, can't go onto the road squares is because I had to have, like, a paragraph and a half about how you could not end your turn in front of a house to Angel Guard and block the trick-or-treater from getting in there, and it was just gross. So,
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, so just ban it.
yeah,
from
just
the
ban
road.
it, because now it's like, oh, street lights on, the monsters can't operate in the light, people will see them, that's not what they do.
Yep.
Easy peasy. And I can call it flavoring.
Yep, exactly.
So,
It's a spice.
it's a spice. Okay, so,
All right. So I can't move, right?
But you
no.
can attack Vampire McVampire base.
Well, if he was with it, he's 1 range away right now.
He is at range 1.
He's at range 1. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play
Smash! Hulk
scared
smash.
stiff, and he can't move.
Oh.
So I get locked down, he gets locked down. That's for sure. So all right, so he can't move.
You're not stuck. What's that? I'm not stuck in here with you. You're stuck in here with me.
Oh
You
my
get all your
gosh.
edgelord out being Cog, and it's so nice. Like,
Yes.
you can
That's
just say those
hilarious.
things, be like, so if I was a luchador, and I'm patenting this right now, I would be the locomotive, and the pain train would pull into the station.
That's like a good macho man right there.
Thank you.
The
Yeah.
cream always rises to the top.
To the top. On balance, off balance, it doesn't matter.
All right, Carol, what
Alright,
can
my
you do?
turn. Okay, so I'm gonna do a little
Some.
I'm gonna go adjacent to this house, cause can.
Oh, well, why not?
And then what I'm gonna do, cause I'm adjacent to a house.
Oh, yeah?
Your defense is down 2.
Oh.
Snap.
Ooh.
So he's now 3 and he's now 2. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh no.
Yep, so any attacks that she makes specifically, well, she's adjacent to a house due to Witch's Den. Ooh, I'll put both of these up.
So
And
that's
this is cool. You're doing some work. So that's why you
I
gotta get through your
haven't done
cards.
any attacks this turn, but I still get a roll of dice, and I got a pretty
Yes, you do.
solid chance of,
Is that-
taking
no, that's
at
a
least
4.
blue face down.
You only get to roll a 4?
Yeah.
Only a 4.
Got it.
Had she done another attack this turn, that would be more powerful.
Got
she
it.
gets to add 2 to that.
If I get a 1.
So like she uses her curse or spells, and then it powers up because she's getting
What-
that juice.
What would you need to kill? What are we excited to see?
2, 3, or 4.
Yeah,
The
so
only-
anything
I-
but a 1.
Oh my
Anything
goodness!
but a 1.
So she kills if she. Wow. 2.
Ah! Usually that works in my favor, but but see how
You're
now
done, son.
you guys are like farts. He's beans. Beans.
This
he's
I
so
don't.
far
This
ahead.
is I don't know how this is gonna end right
You don't,
now.
and that's-
The stakes are so high.
Yeah, and that's fun, and it's not a feel bad either way. Like I don't.
So
like,
you said there's 3 lights out. 1, and then there's. Well, I don't know. Actually, being honest. 2, and then 3. So you have 2 candies left to get. Does that
Yep.
sound
I
right?
have 2 candies
So you have
left.
2 candies left to get. All right. So Kara, we need to protect this hot zone here, because odds are 1 of the candies is there.
I'm just gonna get rid of the damage because I can, and
Okay.
then that gives me a whole brand new
There you go.
hand of cards.
Oops, sorry. Potion of healing. Yeah, it does.
Oh, nice.
The more trick or treaters she has, maybe she melts them down and turns them into healing concoctions.
I'm telling you, I make candy soup. Don't
Ah.
judge me. I mean, Elf, he's my best friend because I like to make candy things.
Syrup, chocolate.
Candy, canned canes, candy corn, and syrup.
Uh,
Or whatever it is.
had the musical gone off this year, and I don't know if anyone else is. Had the musical gone off this year, that's the musical we were gonna do. Was Elf.
Oh,
Really?
dope.
Oh,
And we're gonna do like a toy drive for the kids and everything. It was gonna
Oh,
be
2021.
2020 ruined Christmas.
Yeah.
2020
anyway.
ruined
All
everything.
right.
2020 is
You
the
are
only
up.
year that could have
Walmart ruined
Christmas.
everything.
Yeah, I mean Walmart.
I consider this a win if I can kill the vampire.
Do it,
turd.
do it, do it, do
So,
it.
but it's your.
yeah, it's my goal.
your
Okay.
Dang
goal.
it.
Yeah. So let's see. Trick or treat.
Oh yay! Yes.
Woo!
That was a lifesaver. So now there's only 2.
It's 50-50
It's
on
yeah,
any
we're
house
going.
now.
So you do me no good. Okay. Boop. Run. Rubbed up like a another
And
He
run.
wants to know if
He-
the astronaut is
He
out.
is stuck.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He is stuck.
Yeah.
Where was he? Was here? Yeah.
Nope. He was technically. I
He was
wanted him to
Jason,
be
yeah.
here, but yeah.
No. Okay. Perfect.
He is there.
So, quick one, is the astronaut out, one asked?
Oh, the astronaut is not on board right now.
Okay.
He is one of those sleeper ones that
okay.
play testers have not really grappled onto. He teleports pieces.
Oh.
He can either, if he doesn't move, he can go to the closest trade spots with the closest thing. So he sacrifices his movement, but he's kind of moving, so he can like sling one of his buddies up or like pull a monster out of range of something.
Interesting.
Yeah, he like Scotty beams me up.
I like that. Gwen says that's her favorite.
Yeah, thank you, Gwen. Like I always have him like looking up at the stars. Like he's that like spaced out kind of quiet soul. And yeah, hidden gem because everybody does love the bee. He's a fat kid. And the monsters love to kill him. People love to play him.
That's the mascot of the game now.
Yeah, a lot of people. I don't get it. I mentioned this on Gwen. I never got the name of the kid, but he did a show where he reviewed toys, and he's this little redheaded kid, and he had some dumb catchphrase, but he was just this snob, and I wanted to like pull this underwear over his, just lock it under his chin, and then. So that's who I imagine them to be, even though they're not
children.
They're not children in costumes.
That's the
just what
form
they
he's
are.
taken.
That's where, in my heart, I know.
Yeah, that's his energy.
That's the energy, yeah. Big redheaded, freckled kid energy. Anyway. Also, I love redheads. But, all right. So that's...
It's Jeremy's
Jeremy.
turn. now.
Yep. So everybody's been moved. They've been flipped. They're in their spots. It's my turn now.
That's where we're at. That's where we left off.
Yeah,
I was
you can
chanting,
chant
"Oh!"
to it.
Yeah, and I was chanting, don't.
So, I cannot purposely end a turn, or I will take a damage if I do.
You
on a run.
cannot
I cannot purposely.
Yep, you can't put yourself into checks.
Can I move 1 and choose not to move 2?
You can't end on a road.
You can't...
No, but can I just move 1
Oh,
space
yes,
instead of 2?
certainly. Yep.
So
you can.
I'm gonna because I was too close to actually use this attack.
There you go.
So Do you use the candy corn?
No, my candy corn's gone. That was from last turn.
Okay.
So my everything's as
So
is.
his normal is 5.
Mm-hmm.
You've got this. Come on, Cog.
You got the magic in you. I can't sing anymore, or we'll have to
Okay.
take one.
Yeah,
So let me
you
ask you
shut
this.
down right now.
Yeah.
So I've moved 1.
Yep.
If I have a card that affects my movement later, can I move that plus my other one I have not used yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So it's like a pool.
It's a pool. It is
It's a
a
mana
pool.
pool,
Yep.
for lack of a better term. So I've used 1 of that mana. All right, here we go. I'm going for the full out
Do it.
chain whip
Show it to the
here.
top down.
Yes.
I'm gonna go for the full out chain whip. It's just
Yes.
a range 2 to 3 attack.
I
One
like
D6.
the.
Come
So
on.
I need to get a 5 or a 6. The odds here
Got this.
are
The
not in my
odds are
favor.
in your favor. Come on.
A 2.
There was interference.
now-
Interference.
I'd let you. 'Cause, yeah,
That's a house rule. I
That's
think.
house rule, but yeah, I'd let you call that interference.
So what I'm going to do here is because I attacked, this doesn't say I had to be successful. I get 2 more speed. It's called hit and run. It's hilarious.
Or in your case,
Okay.
whiff and run.
Yeah.
Hit and run, because it just says plus 2 speed if you attacked at
Yep,
least once
and
this
you
turn.
attack does not
So I
say-
have 3 moves left. So I need to go after this little guy where I don't clip the house. But there's no candy. I'm just going to go
Making my way down.
1, 2, 3. Okay, hold on. I didn't take my hand off the piece.
No, you
This is
didn't.
like chess, right?
Chess rules.
Chess rules.
Okay, this may sound crazy, but I'm going to try to burn through my cards. So I have this called Chain Drag.
Yes,
So he's
sir.
still within range. So I'm going to drag him here.
Yep.
Right? Now, it would say roll with a d4. I couldn't win, but I just brought him back. That was the only thing I wanted
Yeah.
to do. Now I can move my 3?
Yes, you may.
All right, 1, 2, 3. All right, that's what we're doing. It gives me a fresh set of cards.
There you go.
And it keeps him a little bit further away.
That's not a bad play.
No,
So-
not a bad play at all.
All right.
See how much you can really. It's 3 cards, but
Oh.
you got a lot done.
I got a lot done.
those 3.
I want him dead so bad.
This is weird for the vampire to be getting some hate. Are you?
Well, no, it's just because
Team Jacob?
Yeah,
it's just
Team
'cause-
Jacob over here.
All the way. And then it's like, oh, I was in love with the baby that was inside you the whole time. I read the series, I'll admit it. That last one, I think there's the rails. They went off them.
Oh snap! This card is sick. All right, here we go. That was my turn. So Kara.
I love hearing that. That's a cool
Okay.
thing.
Well, it is so sweet.
I'm trying to decide what I want to do here. Because I got some things
you
to
wanna
play.
do?
I'm trying
We
to
need
decide.
Kara.
This-
Okay, Kara.
Jeremy, no.
He's the biggest threat, and then that is the second
He's
biggest
got
threat.
candy in front of him too.
He's gonna open it. Well, he's a little. Well, if you can take him
You're
out.
basically you have to give that piece up. There's just no like
You gotta choose.
There's one piece over there. There's 2.
I've got ranged attacks, yo.
Well,
Okay,
then go
that's
for
fair.
who's the weaker
Fine,
one.
okay, you know
the
what I'm gonna
Explorer's
do?
only 4, and who's the blue?
I'm gonna do
6.
Okay.
Basket is 6.
right.
Woo!
Hold on.
Kara.
3.
No, Kara. The Explorer is only 4 health. He's easier to kill.
Blue, Greenie. How much is Greenie? 3.
Greenie is currently only 3.
Okay.
But Greenie, no, Kara. We need to stop him from getting the candy.
I like causing Earl Stripe as much as
I've got multiple
But-
attacks.
All right, all right. You can snipe him that far away.
How far is he away? 4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, and she doesn't have to worry about line of sight because she has fly.
Where was I?
Yeah, you were up. Well, I think you were. Let's see.
Okay, there it was.
1,
Okay.
2, 3. And
Well,
then,
we're
yeah.
riding, someone will call me like, well, technically she couldn't have got that because she moved a piece.
So,
Oh, wait,
I'm going to. Actually, do I need to do that one? Actually, I do. I'm gonna do this. Scrying Eye. Range 2 plus 2, aka 4.
4.
So I need my 6 die.
Yes, you do.
We got it. We got to win here.
Come on.
So you get, so that's the 1 double X. So she gets range and power for each
Dang.
trick or
And it
treater.
adds 2 to the adds 2 to the die.
No, this one doesn't add 2 to the
Oh,
die. So
got
it's
it.
X to range and.
That's a 6, right?
Roll the 6. She smoked me with 8. That guy, his mustache is like.
So if that's a lights out, it's a bummer. If that's a piece of candy, that's a big deal.
It's a huge deal. For
That's
you
a
guys.
big
Yeah.
deal because that means that's protectable.
So the
You're-
chances of me rolling another 6 are very slim.
It could happen. You
But-
go to jail in Monopoly.
I'm going for Bluey.
I want to blow you out of the water.
Wait, but Kara, hold on.
Hey,
hold
bud,
on.
look at
What?
how much she has more trick or treaters than you.
I know she does now. I know she does. But Vampire Kid's gonna get added to my stack. I'm sure of it.
He's gonna get
But
whatever
if
the
it's
time
time,
What's
you
their
guys
health?
fight.
What's their health?
He's a
Why don't you take
6.
out Green Hero? He's only a 3.
But he's not in front of a house.
No, but let's just give that. It could be a lights out. Let's just take our go for the green one. You got a +6 die.
Can I change my mind if I roll a 6?
No.
This segment brought to you by Marital Health.
Go for the green one.
Our sponsor today.
I've got him on lockdown.
Is Brad still watching? Brad, what do I go for?
There's such a latency.
Yeah.
Oh, that.
Chris, what would you do? Would you go for the easier kill on the odds with to take out the green one?
Brad says divorce incoming. Oh my goodness. Okay, so there's how many pieces of candy are left?
2.
And
Right?
there's-
2?
2?
No,
sure.
is there 2? Is
Or
there, no,
1,
there's
2,
1.
3, 4, 5, 6. So there are 2 left.
There is
so,
2.
So okay, so
1 lights out, 2 candy.
so odds are, if you just want to play the odds, the blue guy is not gonna get a piece of candy.
Ooh, piece of candy.
So,
Actually,
Well, he's
no,
got a
it's-
30% chance of not getting a
33.
piece. Of 33.
No, he
of
has a 66% chance of not getting candy.
No, it's
No.
2
Of getting
two
There's 2 candy.
Oh,
and
well,
one.
then, well, it doesn't even matter though. He's only gonna get one no matter what, right? Regardless of what that is, he doesn't win this turn.
So he's
So you
hard.
might as
to-
well pick off the guy that's closest to the both other
Fine.
tiles.
Fine,
Does that
I'll
make sense?
take out Greenie.
Take out Greenie because it powers you up.
Jeez, and it's just like so like fine, I'll kill this one, I guess.
I need to add some more flavors to my
suppose
candy
I'll
soup.
murder
Okay.
that one.
If that's a lights out, I'm gonna freak out in my favor, like of excitement.
Okay.
Now, and I will say, this was me. Anybody out there
And now,
rules
Karen, you're
lawyers
powered up.
would have noticed that I was at 50% or lower before, so my panic level would have gone from nervous to panicked. Now, so I'm in panic, so
They both need to change their diapers, basically.
the nervous level allows me one of 2 options. Panicked allows me one of 6. I can choose one of a new list, including the previous. A survivor can pick to do 2 things. So we're gonna, before we do any of that, I'm gonna flip this.
It's a candy.
It's a candy.
So there's 1 piece of candy left on the board. It's all right, Kara. It's all right.
It's all right. But let's see what I get here.
You're
It's
in range
useful.
to attack.
Oh,
Yeah, so
Lord.
yeah, you've got that other one covered. It's about the one that you killed was closest to the basically the hardest piece
And remember,
to protect.
you also are stirring the pot. You've got more ammo now to take out the harder kill. You use the turd as fodder there.
Yeah.
The sentient being as fodder.
So, I'm gonna do a few things. First things first. I'm the realist. I am going to use my panic level. I can choose one of these 6 options. One of my options is look at one face-down doorbell token anywhere on the map.
Ooh, so we'll
No.
know.
I
We'll
could
know.
have dropped an awareness zone. I could have moved extra. But just so y'all could stop arguing, I'm gonna see if this is gonna win me the game or not.
Oh, and it
and
is.
it's gonna. So I'll leave. It doesn't flip it. It just shows
That's a candy?
me what it is. And I
Now,
could
would
have
normally-
been
yeah, you
like
could have
this
just been like
and
that,
watched
yeah.
you two ruin your
Freak out.
marriage.
We've hung wallpaper together. Nothing
good.
can destroy our. Excuse you.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yes.
Daryl's like, oh God, look at the candy.
Yeah, look at that. So, I am then going to. All right. So, beginning of my turn, I'm gonna move. Boop. Oh, where he's going. One over here. I'm going to use a bit of a risk. This, if the Strebro 3 are watching, Apple.
If what?
I love that,
The
Ari.
Strebro 3 are 3 brothers who play this card, and I had to specifically change the chances of this card because those knuckleheads would get the Razor Apple every single time. So what it does, I roll, originally it was a D6, now it's a D8. If I roll anything but an 8, I get to move up to 3 trick-or-treaters, 1 extra square. Right?
Got it.
If I roll an 8, they choke on that Razor Apple and are removed from the game.
Oh.
No way.
So it's a super good boon for me because I can move 3 trick-or-treaters 1 space. Super radical, right? But also super risky because if I do, I get that 8, it's gone from the game.
Right.
Which, you know, can kind of skew your things. Yeah, they would get that apple every time. It was a D6. It had to be a D8 because of those knuckleheads. So we're going to see. I'm using it on the vampire.
So if he chokes on the.
So if I get an 8, which
That is
I
an 8.
did,
Yes!
Can we?
May the odds be ever in our
Oh,
favor.
you gotta change it to a D10
Yeah,
now.
can we cue Sarah McLachlan?
Yeah.
In the arms of the angel.
Now, I wanted to kill him.
And he just removed from the game.
Oh my
Heaven
goodness.
or hell don't want him. So Vampire is gone. Wow.
Aren't vampires undead?
Well,
Like, I mean,
He's been exiled. He's
now
not
if you
in the
want to get me
graveyard.
into my theory of Jesus as a vampire, and it really tracks. It really tracks.
I've had some very similar thoughts.
They say the zombie, he can't enter your heart, your house, without knocking and being allowed in. He's risen back from the dead in 3 days. He drinks blood.
Yeah, although drinking his blood gives you everlasting life.
Everlasting life? You're one of his family if you drink his blood? I love Jesus, but he's absolutely a vampire. I'm all about it. I'm fine with that, but I'm just saying.
Gwen said he bit into some garlic candy.
Yeah.
I am so excited for my turn.
I will tell
Are
a fun
you?
story
Yes.
while you guys are doing your turn.
Jeremy,
because-
just go. Just move, because you can't attack him. You don't have ranged attacks. Just
Okay.
do something.
So,
Don't do anything dumb, though.
we had a Halloween party one time, and we did a caramel apple eating contest. Whoever could finish the caramel apple first won. One was an onion.
Oh!
So you get everybody just zipping to get that apple down. You're like, all right, whoever gets it, you think this grand prize is going to be great. And everybody just starts slamming it, and this one kid just takes the biggest mouthful of caramel and onion. Oh, Karam, I am so sorry. It's been like 15, 16 years, and I still...
Oh, this is awesome.
You just think about it every night.
I might, okay, guys, okay, we can get
Jeremy,
back to the
I
game.
swear, if
okay,
you ruin
so
this for
I
me,
I damaged myself. So now I have an extra speed per damage token on my game. So now I can go 4 spaces because he's damaged.
If you ruin this, Jeremy,
so
I
1,
swear to
2,
all goodness.
3, and I don't have to go all 4, I suppose, do I?
No, you can save that last move.
You
if
can
need
save it.
Yeah, okay, here we go. And then move target into 1 range and then roll a d4. So I'm going to pull him, because now he can't open up the door next turn. Right?
So you pull him, yep.
Now he's into the grass,
But
right?
your attack is 2 to 3.
He targets
2 to 3 away,
Gotcha.
bring him in, and then now he's in, now I can roll my d4. Now what is his defense?
That's 6.
So it's- I
you're going to
can't-
take a damage.
Okay, so because I brought him in.
Right, because, I mean, you'll roll, you can't get him, so
Now you
just-
can move away to hopefully use your attack.
I don't have to move, do I?
if it's a ranged attack, you do.
Okay, now,
Range 1, kids in the cauldron! Oh, farts!
did you this?
D4 plus 4, baby.
Oh,
So wait, is that an 8?
Oh, if she rolls anything 2 or higher, it's gonna hit.
beans?
3! So is that
Trick or treat! Manta takes the win.
it? Yes!
That's All Hallows Eve, folks.
Okay, so before it gets too crazy, I just wanted to say earlier when you thought it was cool when I said that is an awesome card, Chris, this is epic. Out of the Shadows, okay, I've got to read it here, but it basically says 1d4, where X is a number of damage tokens on your monster. You may attack in an awareness zone. So he comes out of the Shadows to attack in an awareness
That's
zone.
sick.
And then I get more damage as well. That was a card I thought was super, super cool. Blood in the Air is super neat. That's what got me over there.
I
so
enjoyed
did,
this.
Did pulling him in
Yeah.
help you,
Yeah.
Kara?
I could have moved to him. You just put him in range for me, so I
Well,
didn't
no,
have
you
to
pulling him
move.
away from the door was obviously the smart play, because
Yeah.
you know that's the game-ending door.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, and let's say I had rolled a 1.
Yeah, that's conceivable. He rolled that 8, even though he was just talking
Yeah.
about how
So
it's
here's
like
what's
almost impossible
interesting.
to roll an 8.
If your vampire didn't choke on an apple, you'd still be in there.
I would
right?
still be in a
the
game. We would have it. I would have some pretty sick abilities. To try
I
and
like
do,
this
but-
card though. The 1d4 plus however
But,
many.
okay, you're
candies I had.
stronger because you sucked up the green one. Kara.
Hulk smash.
Huh?
Dang. That's
See?
ridiculous.
That's why she should have went for the green one.
So you ended with Jeremy ended with 2 and Carrie ended
Yes.
with
So Kara won the
5.
game.
She won the game. I
Dang.
give you a COVID 5. Sorry, I forget.
Elbow.
I mean,
Yeah.
Walmart 5. Brought to
Walmart
you.
Walmart
5.
5.
Yeah.
Save more. Buy
There's
less.
a
or
one-
whatever it's called. Whatever the thing is.
There's a 1d12. in
Yeah,
here.
called-
Oh, man.
Claps. Slaughter. Let's show that card. That's a fun one.
That is fun.
That's what makes this game PG-13.
I love hit and run. This is a very fun character.
He's ripping the head off of one,
Oh my
That's
gosh.
amazing.
and he's just on a
Oh my
pile.
god,
of
yeah,
all
look
of
at this
them.
one. Like his eyeballs are like
Shooting fire.
gushing out of his face. I don't know.
Someone did ask, they're like, why do you never show the trick-or-treaters winning? And I'm like, well, on their cards, they're just cute. The candy has to be the candies, because that just kind of makes
Look at
sense.
shot in the dark.
Question. Question for you.
Dang.
Sorry.
Blasted.
When the house was TP'd,
Ooh, it's a
should we have
1d10.
moved an awareness dice in or no?
No.
Okay.
Because this
Because
doesn't...
that's permanent.
Yes.
The TP is permanent.
So there's things that affect awareness die. This is an awareness zone. It's
Got it.
semantic-y, but it just permanently sets.
So what's this? What's
So-
the awareness die?
So
awareness die would be one of these. So
Okay.
had this come out, this starts from the center square. If you want to do an overhead, okay, perfect.
Oh, yeah.
This starts from the center square is 1, 2, 3, 4. So it radiates out. Any trick-or-treater in there,
Yeah. Okay.
if you are inside, can't be targeted
Right.
or can't be hit by attacks. You take a damage if you're in there.
Gotcha.
Blah blah blah. It slowly goes 3, 2, 1, disappears. But you can target from out. So like chain drag or chain whip or
I like this one.
candy trail.
There's one send running where I can blow the dice away further away from me,
Oh,
so I
nice.
can like get the little guy in there. That is awesome. That
This is
truly
sweet. That's really
Yeah, that
fun.
was- That was a
So
lot of fun.
so yeah, what are your guys' thoughts?
I enjoyed that.
I'm gonna be talking to you after this about where I can get one.
Seriously.
Can we just keep this one?
Completely agree.
Listen, well, not the dice. This got the cool dice, but now I need to
Wait,
know where
did
to
I
get the
take out all
dice.
the? I took out 3 of the heroes, Jeremy. Where were you?
I got B.
You
All
did
right,
get
I got
B.
B. And
You did
Vampire
B.
would have been mine, but he choked.
Yeah.
He did.
And his
razor,
friend killed him.
which is actually just a myth. Any person who was killed on like Halloween candy was by their relatives, and it was actually not a razor. It was like poison in a pixie stick, and it was like an uncle, I think, trying to kill his
Oh my
children,
gosh.
and it's
Dang.
propagated, and it's very, very uncommon. And if it is, it's not a stranger. And everyone's like, "Oh yeah, they like put like meth in my kids' candy." Have you ever seen a meth head just giving out meth?
right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it in candy to screw up kids.
According to Breaking Bad, it's expensive.
It's apparently. I don't do meth, but I can only. I'll have 1 crack, please. We can do weed to each other in the basement later. Like, yeah, I just like those urban legends just crack me up. It's like, what? No. But now people then do it because it's out there.
Yeah.
You know, like
yeah,
now
they heard
it's,
of it and they're like, oh, I should do that.
let's put a needle in there. Like, come on.
Not even that.
I'll tell you what. My
They're licking the
biggest
tops
fear.
of ice cream.
Right, as a dare on. Yeah,
Oh,
sorry.
my biggest fear is running on the beach and like there being a needle
Ugh.
in the sand. Like that terrifies me.
Oh,
I
super
agree.
cool.
No bueno.
Super cool.
So, you guys
I enjoyed it.
seem to be having fun.
That was
Yeah,
awesome.
I like balance-wise, it seems like it's right
I mean,
there.
that
It was
could've
anybody's
been-
game right at the end.
The one when Kara, okay, there was a couple dice rolls that literally came down, and the odds of those happening, Kara's had to get the 4, right? You
Yeah.
got the 4.
Mm-hmm.
The vampire
one landed
kid.
on the 6 that they needed.
Yep. Oh,
He
I got a
that
6 in the
8.
beginning, and then he got the 8. All of those had to happen in order for the monsters to win in this one. So
That was fun.
that
I
was
enjoyed
cool.
that.
That was really neat.
I'm very happy that you guys enjoyed it. It's been a long time getting to this stage, and I am very happy that people have seemed to be gloming onto it as they have been. So questions? Anything you didn't like?
No. The only thing is I just want to play more characters.
Yeah.
So I can already see the potential for expansions. I would assume you'd expand the monsters.
Yep. So I currently have a mystery 4th monster that's been in playtest. It's pretty much ready to go. And you'll hear it first. I have 4 extra trick-or-treaters as well, which you guys kind of got to
Yeah.
peek at a little bit.
Right.
Because I physically have printed them as well. Those are separate as as an add-on.
Yeah,
The
DLC.
Yeah, DLC.
Right.
The thought behind having the monsters separate is, let's say you have a friend down in the cities and like they don't want to buy this whole game, and this is you're the only people they play with.
Mm-hmm.
If they buy a monster that fits them, because maybe these 3 monsters they don't really fit their playstyle.
Right.
They get to find a monster that fits them and is like them. They come into town. You're used to Cog and Mischief and Noita doing their things. Now there's this new monster, this new threat that comes into town. They really do feel like a new monster rolling up. Or anytime you're like, yeah, you're coming, you're gonna be mystery 4th player,
Right.
or expansions monsters. And then trick-or-treaters, I also have some plans for. A lot of the fun with that is like the sets that they come in, they're very thematic. So I get to do trick-or-treaters with different abilities per the theme of what it is. This is, I put the cart so far ahead, I said this in the other video, that like, here's the horse, the cart is in the next village, and like someone's getting accused for being a witch because there's an empty cart in town and it's messy. It's Noita.
This car's blocking my shop. What's it going
What
on?
are you gonna do? So, yeah, this is absolutely a world I want to grow. There's a lot of fun. I've got monsters that do a bunch of different stuff, trick-or-treaters or whatever they may be in their expansions. But it's all meant in here, like I said, with like fly. There is a lot of stuff I put in to this that future-proofs it outward for these
so
expansions.
Gwen said, "My cabbages."
Yes.
Yeah. I would assume I'm an airbender, but apparently one of my dreams, my wife woke up to me saying like, if I was an earthbender, I'd never be in need of shelter. And she's like, what? And then I turned to her like she's the biggest idiot in the world for not understanding me. And I go, if I was an earthbender, I would never be in need of shelter. And then just went back to sleep.
Yes.
So there you go.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, you missed it. Jeremy was wearing his Appa shirt yesterday.
I was wearing my Appa shirt yesterday. One last thing is I love the mechanics between the X cards for him are based on damage, and Kara, it's the one she was playing with.
It's based on how
like,
many candy kids I get.
Yeah, that's so cool. And so that it's a very neat mechanic that really adds. And I like so the blood in the air, I could damage myself in order to do more.
Yeah.
It's super cool. Yep. It's really, really cool.
He's just sitting there with like a whip, just like beating himself like damage.
Like Kylo Ren in Force Awakens.
Yeah. So in two,
So
like
cool.
it gives you options as that monster. Like 'cause all the monsters, like technically they play the same. You use cards to move around the map and to do attacks. That's across the board. But how you do it, you can just play it straight and basic, or you found strategy. Both of you.
Yeah.
Very quickly in that. So would you
Glue
say-
me down. No, you're stuck in here with me. Then I'm pulling him behind me and then running away because I can't do enough damage. Oh, that was so funny.
So would you say it's a complicated game?
No. It's
It's one of those things where it's like you get up to speed and then it's super straightforward.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, when you started pulling out all the things, I was like, what are we getting into?
I know, and
then-
I saw that shock. Like I said, there's some syllabus shock to it.
Yeah.
But it's mostly just to be like, you can't target this, so you're not feeling bad when you miss that. You can't do this or that. It's all just to stop stupid people from doing stupid things, or to help new players go, can I do this?
Right.
Oh, you need to have a rich neighborhood expansion where there's like
Right.
a chance for double candy or double items.
Just like the big candy bar, and it's like those Pokemon cards that are just like, like
The,
I just place this on the map, and then it's censored, but you know it's behind there.
Yeah.
I like the 3-card hands.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That
And
felt
the
good.
thing I like about them is what I had to get over, and I think Kara kind of had it for a little bit, is we're so used to holding on to stuff.
Right.
There's such a benefit in cycling through your cards. It's like I got to
Well,
get
yeah, like-
blood in the ears. I got to get
The
Brad
one-
says you need to have that one creepy house that every kid is afraid of.
The haunted house?
Yeah, you just like I don't.
You
know.
got to go there to get candy,
Yeah.
but
He
Like-
may be onto
But
something.
monsters
no
are
awareness.
okay there?
Yeah.
monsters.
You
You
get
add
like a
one to
plus,
your roll.
yeah,
or something.
exactly.
But yeah, I like
See
the
how
3
easy
card.
you can think of these things?
Yeah, well, that's like it's as if
My
you
notebook
need
is
any
like-
more ideas or whatever. But
Yeah.
So I like the
That's
3-card
awesome.
mechanic, and I just want to say I was excited to take my turn every time. I was like, let's get to my next turn.
Well, that last
I've
time I
got
was like,
some
Jeremy,
cards
just
to
take
play.
your turn so I can go. I will kill this punk.
And,
Candy.
it was in the pre-roll, but whoever gets to go first is whoever ate candy the most recently, and that was something we discussed previous. So just a fun little thing.
And
for
we
you
all
guys
know who the
watching.
candy monster is.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
always snacking. Every time I call Chris, I'm eating.
Yeah, he's like, "What's up, Doc?"
Well, here's what's funny. I will buy stuff for s'mores, so I'll get, those 6-packs of Hershey's candy bars. Jeremy will sniff them out.
Just eat the Hershey's.
And he will
They're
eat
good
all-
candy. It's
He'll just
legit.
I'll come home from work and he's just chowing down on a Hershey's candy bar. I'm like, okay. He's a candy monster.
Yeah, I honestly I like s'mores good enough. I'd rather just eat the chocolate.
It's a fast track to get to what you want.
Yeah.
So,
I don't want to
thank
have
you
marshmallow in my way.
so much
Hey.
for coming
Yeah,
down.
so you can.
Yeah.
So anybody who's watching in the future, there will be a link in the comment or in the description of the
That
video
like
or
little
wherever this is
alien.
posted. This will probably just be Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
for now.
we will link to whatever links Daryl wants to give us. Otherwise, I'll add him on there. So you just click on him, get a hold of him if you want to get a copy of this. It seems awesome.
It's
we
legit.
played for an hour and a half, guys.
Did we really?
We went almost as long as
Oh
another
my
pod.
gosh.
But it was fun. I wanted to see it through.
I thought like I was like, oh, we'll play a couple of rounds, we'll see what it's like. But it's like, no, we must finish this
We
game.
have to have a resolution.
No, you need resolution. You can't just let the trick-or-treaters get away. I'm just saying.
And so 10 minutes of that was the pre-run.
Yeah.
Or whatever, and then obviously like we had to like learn the rules and stuff. But like once it got going, it just went.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's so
and
awesome.
yeah, like I was talking, like I would say 3 players is the sweet spot.
Oh yeah, this was good.
I mean, it can go for one. We haven't done a lot of 1v1 just because more people want to play usually.
Yeah.
I would say 3 is like if you're like, oh, it's a quick game. That's usually what people can get over. But 4 is awesome.
I was gonna say you could do a Hansel and Gretel version and have that be the 1v1.
What's the biggest group you've had so far?
I've had, so I got to, let's see. So for, I'm going to say All Hallows Eve Part 2, Cabin Fever, which is another like full expansion that I've got planned out. I have, from day one of the monsters that I wanted, I had 5 like original monsters. One of those 5 is the 4th in this. And one of the other 5, the 5th one is a monster, one of the 3 monsters in All Hallows Eve Part 2, Cabin Fever. But we played with these 3 and those 2, so 5 monsters.
Okay.
So that's, how many tiles? 10 tiles, I think, and 5 times 4 trick-or-treaters.
20 trick-or-treaters.
20 some trick-or-treaters.
Dang. Hold on a second, this door is driving me nuts.
Oh, it's just that, like... It's ambiance.
It's doing the haunted door.
Yeah.
It's really like, sure, it's added to the ambiance, but it's also really distracting.
Yeah, it's fair. Yes. Thank you again. We are currently also a lot of this, but certainly feel free to contact me, DM me, or add me on Facebook, and I'll put you onto either our playtest page or I'll try and make maybe like a public page to get people some on there. But yeah, so 20 people are getting this before Halloween season.
Cool.
And then I'm hoping that either this or something else brings attention to it to maybe help me get it a little bit further, get those final bells and whistles in so it can be shelf ready, or I'm just going to keep doing it as a local thing and do small batches out of my workshop, and I'm just as fine with that.
That's awesome.
That's so freaking
I thoroughly
cool.
enjoyed this.
All right.
All right, well, so if you've, okay, come on, outro. There we go. Like this video, blah, 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 whatever. Thank you guys for coming and watching. Comment down below how you felt about how that went. I know this is kind of a long video, but it was super fun. We want to hear what your feedback is on the gameplay. Subscribe if you're not already. Ring the notification bell. This is probably a Facebook exclusive, so we can't really do that. We'll talk to you later, Brad. Thank you guys so much for watching, and of course,
May the candy be with you.